The next thing on our list is the help section. We're going to talk about help section, skins, theming, support from the forum, and Skype itself. So, when it comes to the help section, there are standard questions that really you need to understand, like what are the responsibilities for a lead trainer. I haven't changed a lot of the text from when the original software was in place, but there are a couple of interests. One is that if you're inviting new trainers to the system, their email address in there would send them joining instructions to your actual company, which, providing they follow through the 3 stages of that joining process, and they are actually meant to be a trainer rather than just inviting anybody, then they would get access, and that would be quite simple. There's a theming thing here, which is that's the skin we're on at the minute, and if you use that drop down, there's some ridiculous names for things, but there's a number of skins there, and I've got a thing called screencast here, which shouldn't be here because I've actually put it on a completely different thread, but if you remember our first video would play directly there. So bear in mind that that button does give you full screen, which doesn't help us when I'm on a very small part of my screen. So that's one thing. When it comes to the skins, this will open a new window, but would actually let you retheme the system. So for example, there's a theme, there's a theme, there's a blue theme, there's an interesting grey theme which I quite like this one, which changes the whole thing into a bit of a different color. So if I go back to dashboard, there's this kind of wave goes through this one, but all the buttons and functionality is exactly the same as before, and so there are different kind of things with that, because that has, for your entry it's dark like that, and for a staff member entry it's slightly different. So those are things to have a look at, and you can either get to that on skins button here, which does give you a kind of overview. There's another dark one, there's a green and blue one, and there's the original one, but the bars are orange rather than kind of grey. So if I choose that, for example, it all becomes a little bit too orange for my liking. So in the help section, but I like the old theme, I could actually skip down and go to a more sensible theme. Okay, so when it comes to theming, don't worry too much about that, just find something that vaguely like. Most important section here really is about how you get support, and so when you press the support button here, you'll get taken, providing you're logged into the forum, you will get taken directly to that section of the forum, which is a private section about the trainers online area. And so there's a software update here for testers, which is what I'm doing videos on now. We return. There is also a screencast thing which I'm putting in. Obviously I've skipped a little bit there on the systems, but this is the same sort of that's the theme page. The difference is it's actually going to be how to create a course list. You're actually going to be able to watch the videos directly in there, which is kind of handy whenever you're saying, right, how do I add a course? I can watch the video directly in there. Please do use the support forum, put in questions and queries, have a look at other threads before you start a new thread. And when I'm at a computer, you can click on the Skype thing here, all of which is in the Help Me tab here, to get to me.